So we're going to start over just real quickly. So I want to welcome everyone this afternoon to this edition of At Home with Family and Consumer Sciences Extension. Our presenters today are Dr. David Weisenhorn and Natalie Jones, and they are going to be presenting Workout at Home. And our featured kiddos for the day are Eve and Elijah. So Natalie, I'm going to turn it over to you, I think, and we will get started. Just one reminder, if you if you're watching on Facebook Live, please comment in the comments where your name and where you're watching from. And if you're watching on Zoom, just put it in the chat box, your name and where you're watching from. And Natalie, I'm turning it over to you.
Thanks, Mindy. All right, so can you see my screen and hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. So like Mindy said, today we're going to talk about really what you can do to work out from home. A lot of gyms are closed right now, and so some people may not know exactly what to do or how to work out safely from home. And a lot of people have their kids at home with them, so how can you fit in a workout or movement with your kids? So today we're going to break that down for you. And we are going to start with what the CDC recommends for physical activity. And so for adults, the physical activity recommendations are 150 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes a week. So again, this can be broken up into 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, even 1 minute a day. So you don't have to try to get all of it in at one time. So they want you to spread it out throughout the day and throughout your week. So a total of at least, so this is just a minimum of 150 minutes. For youth, the physical activity recommendations is at least 60 minutes every day. So kids should be getting around an hour of physical activity every day. And that can be a little hard when we're at home and we're doing social distancing, but we're going to talk through ways that you can get them involved. So for adults, the physical activity recommendations can get broken down a little bit more, and that includes aerobic activity and muscle strengthening activity. So for adults, again, we need at least 150 minutes a week, so at minimum. And aerobic activity is really anything that makes your heartbeat faster, makes your breathing rate increase a little bit more than normal. And so that's our aerobic activity. For adults, it also recommends, the CDC recommends that we get at least 2 days of muscle strengthening. And so again, this is anything that makes your muscles do a little bit more work than they're accustomed to throughout your daily activities and routine. And so we want to try to fit in a full body workout or make sure that we're hitting all of our muscle groups. So really looking at our legs, our chest, our back, upper body, shoulders, arms, and our abdominals, our core strength. So when at home, how do we do that? How do we get in our aerobic activity and our muscle strengthening? And we are going to show you different ways that you can do that. So here are our outline of some aerobic exercises, some muscular strengthening exercises, and then as well as some flexibility. So we want to include that as well on our days that we are working out and moving our bodies. So some aerobic ideas, you could just walk around your house. You can walk up and down your stairs, biking, a stationary bike, or outside if it's nice, jogging in place or outside, having a dance party, yard work even counts, cleaning counts. If you have a jump rope, maybe you're doing online classes or some online video games that cue for active engagement, or you can do a HIIT style workout, and we're going to break that down later on. For muscular strengthening activities, a lot of people know about dumbbells or free weights, kettlebells. You could use those. You can also use resistance bands. Your body weight is perfect, so you don't even need equipment, just your own body and yourself. You can use household items. You can do TRX classes, or if you have a TRX band at home. Again, yard work counts as strength training, so when you're digging, moving, carrying things around, that counts as well. A lot of yoga postures can also be considered strength training. If you have kids, tug of war is a good strength training activity, and then Tai Chi as well. And so flexibility also has yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, and then just basic stretching. And flexibility is being able to move something into their full range of motion. So moving a joint in a full range of motion, making it a little bit easier for you to perform those daily tasks. So those are the 3 breakdowns of what you want to try to include throughout your routine of working out at home is some aerobic exercise, at least 2.5 hours a week, 150 minutes, breaking it up into whatever that looks like for you. Even 1 minute counts. It all adds up. Muscular strength training at least 2 days a week, and then flexibility throughout the whole week. So why do we want to be active, especially now? So physical activity is so important for our bodies, and it makes us stronger. It helps increase our health, and it's really important for the delay and prevention of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, and cancer. And then recent studies have also shown immediate benefits. So you can see it right away as soon as you finish a workout or a movement, is that it boosts your mood, increases your energy, sharpens your focus, reduces stress, improves sleep, improves your self-esteem, and stronger immune system. So I want to emphasize that right now, during this time that we are all in, boosting our mood, reducing our stress, improving sleep, and improving our immune system is really important. So we want to really focus on still getting our physical activity in every day. Including our kids, it's really important as well, because we know that if they start habits, if they see a modeled behavior of activity and movement by a parent, that they are more likely to roll that over into their adulthood and into their normal routine as well. So it's really important to add them in and include them in your workout if possible. And so again, to get our physical activity, move throughout the day. Everything adds up. Anything is better than nothing. So just start and just do simple exercises. I'm going to focus real quick on how you can just sneak movement in. So maybe it's not a full exercise, maybe you don't have time, but you can sneak it in throughout your day and it adds up and it will still help you. And so balanced teeth brushing, that's an example. Maybe you just are balancing and focusing on stability, lifting one foot off the ground and taking turns while you're brushing your teeth. Microwave minutes last forever. So let's make them a little shorter by adding in some physical activity. So maybe you do some push-up against the kitchen counter, maybe you do air squats, maybe you're doing calf raises. Same thing for a morning beverage routine. I know a lot of people drink coffee and tea, so maybe you just add those push-ups, a little squat or tea while you're waiting for the water to boil or your coffee to drip. Chair squats. So anytime that you are getting out of a chair, maybe just add 1 or 2 chair squats in. For walk and talk, we're supposed to be out and walking our dogs, or if we're walking and talking on the phone in the home, just add a little bit of movement. TV time, same thing. Stretch it out while you're doing it. If you have kids, some of the fun things that you can do with them is like drop for 10. So anytime, any day, anyone can yell drop for 10 and name out an exercise, and everyone has to do 10 push-ups, 10 air squats, 10 calf raises, 10 jumping jacks, whatever they make up. It could be even a movement of their own. So looking at that, maybe you can sneak in a workout if you're a parent, if your kids are still napping, or have a dance party together. You can even exercise together during playtime, so include your kids in that. And then maybe you just have a lunch break or an early bird. So if you have to get in your workout and you feel like you need it before your kids are up, maybe that just means waking up a little bit earlier to get in that movement. So our body weight is perfect to get a quality exercise in. And so some of these include push-ups, sit-ups, planks, jumping jacks, squats, and everyone's favorite is a burpee. And these are perfect for building stamina, our aerobic capacity, increasing our strength, and increasing our heart rate. So all of this is perfect, and it counts as exercise that you can do at home. And we're going to walk through some of those movements later on as well. If you wanted to increase the intensity at home, and maybe you could add equipment, maybe you have home gyms, or maybe you don't, but here are some household items that you could use as well. So sliders are things that you can make things a little bit more difficult that challenge your core and stability. But maybe if you don't have a pair of those at your house, you could add towels on your feet, paper plates, or even just wearing socks on hardwood or linoleum or any tile like that. If you have weights like dumbbells, kettlebells, you could use those. If you don't have those in your home, you could use cans, jugs of milk, of water, even of laundry detergent, or just bottles that you have. You can use your stairs to help with increasing aerobic activity. You can use a chair, maybe you do push-ups or tricep dips off a chair or a sofa, and then resistance bands as well. So if you wanted to add weights, but you don't have weights, here are some approximate weights that you could use for at home. So if you have a gallon of water, then that's approximately 8.5 pounds. If you have a backpack, maybe you empty out and you add in cans to increase the weight. So 8 cans would be 10 pounds. A backpack with 12 cans is around 15 pounds. And a backpack with 16 cans is 20 pounds. If you have a full case of water, that's around 30 pounds. So again, you could maybe take out some bottles of water if you needed to make it a little lighter. So again, you can kind of play with that, use a duffel bag or any type of bag and stuff it with cans, stuff it with whatever you got, weigh it, and use that as your weights at home. So we want to make sure that we're working out from home safely. This is really important. And so the first thing would be to have a dedicated space. And so it doesn't have to be a dedicated space all the time, but it could be a place that you really know that you're going to be safe to do movement in. So while you're working out, you're going to clear that area to avoid any injuries or falls or just tripping over something. So making sure that it's safe. So have a dedicated space where you're going to do your movement. Dress appropriately. So it's really easy, even though we're at home in our own space, maybe to stay in your comfies or just to work out freely. Maybe you don't have shoes on, but it still is really important to wear proper workout clothes and to wear appropriate shoes while you're working out, even in the comfort of your own home. So dress appropriately. You still want to make sure that you're getting a proper warm up and cool down. So your warm up is going to get your body ready to move and reduce your risk of injury. So we really want to make sure that we're starting our bodies off in a positive way. It's easy to just want to jump right into it, but let's warm up still, a little bit of stretching, a little bit of movement. The cool down is also really important because it's going to slow down your body, bring your heart rate back down to normal, and ease your body out of that exercise moment. So really making sure that we're still warming up and cooling down. If you're watching a workout, maybe you have an iPad or a TV or a laptop or even off your phone. If you're streaming it, you want to make sure that you're putting it at eye level and somewhere where you can see it easily, so that way you're not straining your body or looking at it and moving in a different direction. Again, that could potentially lead to a fall or a trip or an injury. So just making sure we have that at eye level and that it's easy to see and use. And still working home from safely, you could have an accountability partner. So it could still be fun. Stay connected with your gym partners, with your friends, keep each other accountable, tag each other in photos, FaceTime each other maybe while you're working out, keeping each other lifted and encouraged. And then the last thing is variety. So we want to avoid doing the same movement every day. So maybe you just do upper body strength Monday, Wednesday, and you do lower body Tuesday, Thursday, or something like that. So that way you aren't doing the same movement every day. You're giving your body some time to recover, and then you can also spread out your activity. So maybe you do strength training and then aerobic training and then strength training and flexibility. So mixing and matching and adding it all up so that way we avoid injury again and really keep it ourselves interested and excited with a variety of workouts. So today we're going to walk through a sample at-home workout. So something that you can do at home, no equipment is needed. And this type of workout that we're going to go through is called HIIT. So it's high intensity interval training. You also might hear it called Tabata training. So those two things kind of mean the same. And it's a technique in which you give all out. So 100%, whatever that looks like for you. It's an intense burst of activity followed by a short active recovery period. So you get a break. So for this HIIT style workout that we have created for you, and it'll be in a comment below in a PDF link, so you'll get this workout that you can try at home. The way it's set up is 20 seconds of work. So again, an all-out burst of intensity, whatever that level looks like for you, followed by 10 seconds of recovery. So you get that break. So it's really important to use that intensity followed by that short active recovery. But again, you could mix it up. You can change the time. So sometimes people do 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of recovery, or even 45 seconds of work and 15 seconds of recovery. So again, you can mix and match with the time, but the workout that we have created is a 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off type of workout. So the workout movements that you are about to see by our models today, our featured guests, are going to be some jumping jacks, squats, star jumps, push-ups, lunges, planks, sit-ups, and then some basic stretches that you can include in your cool down. So again, this is a workout movement at home, body weight HIIT. So all you need to perform this workout that we'll link below later after this talk is yourself and a stopwatch. So maybe you just use a timer on your phone or a clock on the wall or a watch that you have on. So really, that's all you need. And now our featured guests are going to break down the movements for us. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and let them have it.
All right. Well, welcome. This is David Weisenhorn. I'm the Family and Consumer Science Specialist for Parenting and Child Development. And I've got two of my very favorite people in the whole world with me today to help do this workout.
My name's Elijah. I'm 7. My favorite thing to do is play sports. I'm Eve. I'm 9 years old, and I like to play in the rain when it's not thundering and lightning.
All right. So, as Natalie had just suggested, we've moved some things out of our living space. This is our playroom, so it's a room that we typically kind of come in and tear up. But we've got an opportunity to do some workouts. So as Natalie said, the first thing we would want to do is a warm up. We want to get our body going, our blood flowing, so that we don't injure anything. And for older adults, that's important, especially if we spend a lot of time sitting down. We don't want to just jump right into it. Or early morning, maybe we want to start our day with a workout. So that warm up is going to be really critical. One of the ways we're going to do that today is by jumping jacks, right? All right, so the way we're going to do jumping jacks is that we're going to start right here with our hands by our sides, feet together. And as we jump, we're going to go into a star shape. Are you ready? Yeah. We're going to start with 5. Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, you two. All right. So now we're getting warm. And you can do this again. 20 seconds can lead to maybe 20 of those. If you can get one a second, at least 15. And it gets you good and going, get the heart rate going. The next thing we want to do, especially today, because we're going to be doing arm workouts, we want to move those arms and get blood going to our shoulders and our arms. And so we're going to start with small circles and go to large circles. Again, Natalie recommends 20 seconds going forward and then maybe 20 seconds going back. But we're going to do a little abbreviated today. All right? We're going to start with small circles and work to large circles. Go to the front. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now you feel those in your arms? There, your arms can get a little tired. They can get a little bit of juice. Now that we've got the blood flowing and know that we've been working, we've been doing this a few times today to make sure everybody wasn't going to mess up. And so we've gotten good flow to our bodies, and we feel like our heart rates are up and our bodies are warm. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Our first exercise today is a squat. Right? The way we want to do that is we want to put our feet flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart. Our toes are going to point straight to the front. And actually, sometimes we can cant our toes just a little towards each other. It can be really helpful to keep those knees straight. The idea is that we're going to go down and we're going to lower at the waist and squat our bottoms as close as we can get them to our heels or our calves. All right, we ready? Let's try 5 of these. Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you noticed I put my hands out. Sometimes it's nice to canter lever. Sometimes we get a little bit extra weight in the back. We won't want to tip over. So putting my hands out here helps me from falling back when I do that. Maybe something you want to enjoy as well. All right, so the next one is star jumps. And this, truthfully, is one of our favorites. As you can see, the kids get excited because not only does it help get the wiggles out, but it also allows kids to get a little boisterous, right? Get a little bit of our yells out. And so what we do is we're going to start with our hands by our sides, again, similar to a jumping jack. And the movement will be similar to a jumping jack. But this time, we're going to make that star shape while we're in the air. And what are we going to yell?
I'm a star!
I'm a star. All right, let's try 5 of these. You ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm a star! 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 All right. You almost feel like a star once you're done. And I see somebody else doing that with us. That's outstanding. All right, so that gets you tired, gets your heart going. And I'm telling you, 20 seconds of that, I had you breathing fast for sure. The next thing we're going to do are push-ups. And there's a lot of ways you can do push-ups. And Natalie, in the document that will follow, has a few variations. And so I want to show you those as we go through it. Elijah's going to do what we do, a standard push-up. Follow us down here. All right, go ahead and he's going to put his hands shoulder width apart again, right? Kind of straight off the shoulders, about the same level. His fingers are faced forward. He's going to get in a plank position. His toes are out, and he's going to lower as a unit. Go for it, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That man is a beast. UK is looking for a new football player. They don't have to go far. All right, now Eve is going to show you a little bit of a different push-up. She's going to use her wide arm stance, and a modification would be instead, if going into the plank position puts a little too much strain on your shoulders or on your lower back, modifying where you can put your knees on the ground, and Ellen, if you can put your knees on the ground and use your feet up in the air, and then lower your body as a unit. All right, Eve, let's see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a beast. Outstanding. Another way to do that, another push-up that you can do diamonds. And if you did a diamond, and this would work more of your triceps and that outer area of your chest, and you would want to put it about where your chest is, and then you would lower down. The creases of my arm will face each other, and this would be the push-up here. Going down and then up. Another way to focus more on the tricep, which is the back parts of your arms, you want to define that, would be to put your hands kind of close, about the same size as the width of your body, but it's not going to be up towards my shoulders, rather be pulled back slightly. The creases of my arms, that smiley face of the arms is going to point forward, and it'll look a little bit like this. And 5, all right. So that's how you do some push-ups. Good job, guys. Now we're going to work to lunges. As you can see, the children have kind of moved to the back here. All right. And we're going to use the lunge. You can do these a couple of ways. You can do walking lunges, which is what the children will show. But if you don't have this level of space, you can do it solitary, and I'll show you that. If you need to add something, you can put that over your head, over top of your head. You want to add a little weight or something hard. And we're going to move forward. It's kind of an exaggerated step forward, right? So you do a big step. This back knee is going to come to the ground. And what we want to be careful of is that our front knee stays in line with our ankle. We want to make sure that this is safe. And then we go from here. What do? We go up, come step forward with the other one, and go down again. Go up, come down again, right? Up. And you can put your hands on your waist, or you can put your hands like Eve had above your head, or you can put them over your head like this, interlace the fingers. If you wanted to do that, you didn't have the space to move, the way you would want to do that best is to do that solitary. Come down, come back up, forward, and then you're actually stepping the knee back, just like that. Okay, now from lunges, we go to planks, right? So similar to that push-up position, we're going to come down. And this is kind of fun to do depending on where you are in this, and if you've got kids like mine who always like to compete, we compete against each other they oftentimes can compete against each other as well. And so one of the ways to do that, we can make funny faces or ugly faces at each other when we do that. So we try to get into a circle like this. Again, hands above it, right about shoulder width. Feet back strong on the tiptoes. You can go down, as Eve has gotten modified, you can come down to your elbows like this. If it hurts too much to be here, you come down and you got this, and then you just stare at each other. Let's see. Ooh. And you see who can do it the longest. Good job, you two. All right. So now we've got the planks. The last thing would be sit-ups. Now, sit-ups, they can be easy, can be done by yourself. If you're strong enough, like little ones, sometimes you don't even need anybody to hold your feet. Then you can do a sit-up this way, arms across the chest. Or you can have somebody come in, go ahead, and hold the feet, and it makes it much easier. If you want to do this and you don't have anybody to hold your feet, one of the ways you can do this is by trying to find some props within your house to help on that. Now, we'll use a bookcase. Now, listen, I don't want to recommend that to everybody because you want to make sure that it's at least attached to the wall so that nothing comes down on it if you're pulling hard with your feet. Another piece of furniture you might want to use is the bottom of the couch. You can use that as a way, or maybe if you have enough room underneath the door, you can use the bottom of the door. So here we'll do a couple of sit-ups just to show you what we mean. All right, guys, you ready?
Yep. Cross arms.
All right, arms across the chest. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job, beasts. All right. Now that we've done our workout, those are the exercises that Natalie suggests now, or in this workout rather. And now we're going to do again, one of the most important things, just like a warm-up, is that cool down. And so one of the ways, what we want to be doing here again, as Natalie had mentioned, we want to be lowering our heart rate, trying to let that blood kind of come. This is when the sweat kind of turns on, right? Because it's trying to cool our bodies. So we're going to feel a little bit of sweat here, and we want to do the best we can to lower that heart rate. And when we do that, we're going to do our cross body stretches. Our arms are going to come across our chest. So this time we're going to start with our right arm. Everybody show them the right arm. Where's your right? All right, we're going to reach it across our body. And we use this other hand to kind of come up and help support the arm so we don't have to hold it. But also it can work to apply just slight pressure to get a little bit of deeper stretch back here in the shoulder. And what we want to do here with this one is we're stretching this muscle here and across and into the shoulder there. So we do that for 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's switch them. What do you do on one side? You definitely want to do on the other. 3, 4, and 5. So that's the cross body stretch. Then we want to do a tricep stretch, which would be placing our hand, take either hand. We're going to take our right hand. We're going to put it on our back like we're giving ourselves a big pat on the back, right below the neck, right where the shoulders are. And then we're going to use, again, our other hand to slightly assist that tug over. Now, you don't, again, I said tug, and that was a wrong word. You just want to slightly help that muscle come over, and you can feel, you guys, you feel that? You feel the stretch?
Right.
Yeah, right there. One of the ways you can, as Eve is showing, she's kind of tilting her whole body, beginning to stretch that. And sometimes you can feel that stretch that goes further down the side of the body. And that's a really good stretch there. So we go 3, 4, 5. Make sure you get the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. All right, the last one that we're going to do is a standing quad stretch. Whoa, that was tough. All right, so now what you want to do is you would do the best you can to use one foot, and we're going to use opposite foot, opposite hand. So what leg are we going to stretch first?
Left.
Our quad. We're going to start with the left quad. So we're going to take our right hand, we're going to place it right back here on our bottoms, and then we're going to kick this left foot up to grab a hold of that. And you see, sometimes when you stand on one foot, you can get a little wobbly. You can use each other, or like Elijah did, use something in your house to prop you up. Use the couch, a cabinet, a table. Always good to support. No one wants to fall and get hurt. 3, 4, 5. Let's do the other one. There we go. No, you got to go that way. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we have now gotten our cool down. We've done a great workout. Thank you all so much for joining us. Natalie, I'm going to toss it back in your direction.
Perfect. Thank you guys. Awesome workout. Getting some movement in, showing us how it's done. So I'm going to share my screen again because now you guys have an idea and you know the moves of a 14-minute at-home workout. So after this Facebook Live, we're going to share a PDF of a workout that includes a warm-up, a section for your activity, and then a cool down. So you know the moves, you've seen them demonstrated by our featured guests today. So now we want to challenge you after this Facebook Live to go try the workout at home and then take a picture. Maybe it's a sweaty selfie, maybe it's a picture of your room that you did your exercise in, and take a picture, share that on our Facebook page, and then tag a friend, right? So we're going to try to challenge as many people to be healthy, to get their exercise in, and to be active. So you can add that hashtag healthy at home, hashtag TeamKentucky, hashtag UKFCS extension. So you know the workout. I know you can do it. Eve, Elijah, and David did an awesome job doing it. And so if they can do it, I know that you guys at home can do it. And you can do it anywhere. But remember, safety first. So make sure you're safe. If you have any underlying medical conditions, make sure that you talk to your doctor before starting. Have fun. If your kids are involved or if you don't have kids, that's okay. You can still have fun either way. Be loose about it. Enjoy the moment. Take it with what it is. Just have fun. If you haven't been regularly active, start gradually. So maybe it's just a little bit of movement and then work your way up. So don't overdo it. We don't want any injuries or any harm, just healthy, active throughout. So just increasing it slowly, have fun, and be safe. We want to remind you to keep being healthy. So through this time, remember those healthy habits. All of this is important. Keep washing your hands. We have videos on our Facebook page about proper technique that the CDC recommends for hand washing. Making sure we're getting plenty of sleep. Again, that helps with our immune system, with our stress levels. Make sure that we're eating healthy foods and keep moving your body. So when it's nice outside, make sure that we're getting a little bit of time walking or running or biking outside, moving inside, practicing safe social distancing, 6 feet apart, but still being active. And so if you're looking for some more motivation, we got some Monday motivation coming at you. So starting on Monday, March 30th through April 26th, we're having a FitBlue hashtag TeamKentucky walking challenge. So this is a statewide challenge and you can sign up. It's free by downloading the FitBlue app. The logo is there on the right-hand side of the screen. So in your app store, Google, Android, Apple, it's free. You can download the app and then you can join our Facebook group for more details on how to join, on how to sync a Fitbit, to get your steps tracked, and to be eligible for some prizes for our top steppers. So it's a statewide challenge. So throughout the entire state of Kentucky, we're going to get a FitBlue challenge going on March 30th. So it's a Monday motivation to keep that active lifestyle going through April 26th. And you have to download the app and join our Team Kentucky challenge by midnight of the 29th. So if you're looking for more details, download the FitBlue app, join our FitBlue hashtag Team Kentucky walking challenge. So pitching that out there for some extra motivation. We'll have some workouts like today's posted up there, a little bit of a variety, and keep you guys on a healthy schedule and a routine to maintain an active lifestyle, even while practicing social distancing. So I'm going to leave some time open now at the end to see if we have any questions. We, again, are going to link the workout at the end of this session. So you'll have a breakdown of a warm-up, an actual activity, a cool down, as well as listed out step-by-step each movement, how to do the movement at home. If you have any questions, you can always go back and rewatch this video and watch our featured stars, Elijah and Eve, perform each movement. So you can always have that as a reference to go back to as well. So any questions, I will leave it open now if you guys have comments. I will say, just to remember, and I'm sure David and the Weisenhorn family agree, that you can be active as a family. You can be walking, hiking, enjoying the nature and outdoors, and just to remember to be fun and to relax, especially if you have kids. They may not do exactly proper form, but kids are natural born movers. So just encourage them to move their way and to have fun while doing it. So a question that got asked in the Zoom chat box was, what are we supposed to put our pictures up at? So you can do it on the Family and Consumer Sciences Facebook page under this video in the comment section. Tag a photo, take a photo of yourself. Again, it can be that sweaty selfie. It could be your workout partner. Maybe it's your kids. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe it's your dog. I know that when I work out from home now, my dog is always up in my grill trying to be involved as well. So it could be anything. It maybe be a picture of your at-home weights with your backpack, with your duffel bag that you filled with cans, that you did this workout, and then tagging a friend to get everyone involved and to keep them out and moving.
Thank you, Natalie. I think if we have any more questions and you haven't had a chance to get them answered today, then you can certainly post them in the comment section on the Facebook page, and we will check that and respond as quickly as we possibly can. So I appreciate everyone who has joined us today, but I really want to send a big shout out to Eve and Elijah for being our featured kiddos. It's always fun to have a little bit of enjoyment, and they certainly brought a smile to my face. So I am glad that we had our special guests, because they did make our workout just a little bit more fun, right? All right, so our next presentation will be on Monday at 11 o'clock, and it will be in the FitBlue TeamKentucky Challenge Facebook group. So if you want to watch on Facebook Live, then you'll want to go to the group and do that. Or of course you can watch us here on Zoom, and you can find us on the public Zoom announcement page as well. And then we also have links on our Facebook page to the Zoom presentations as well. So thank you for joining us today.
Family and Consumer Sciences Extension at the University of Kentucky. Our agents share research knowledge with individuals, families, and communities to improve quality of life, building strong families, building Kentucky. It starts with us.